We all know that life can be scary. Every day we wander through this world to be confronted with the existential terror of being human. Here are 15 scary things about life. Before we start, I'd like to thank the sponsor of this show, Amazeballs. Sometimes staring into the endless void of eternity can get you hangry. Why not satisfy that hanger with some empty calories? Amazeballs brand corn puffs are crafted to be less filling and less nutritious than packing peanuts. Even better, the porous design of Amazeballs corn puffs can easily absorb the endless tears of sadness you will shed as you rock back and forth slowly on the bathroom floor. They can also be used as a flotation device if you fall asleep in the neighbor's pool. Go to any mirror and recite the snack ritual in Eldritch tongue. When the Keeper of Secrets appears, speak the offer code CHILLZ to get 10% off your first order and a free Cosmic Horror plushie that whispers incantations to you in your sleep. Thank you to Amazeballs for enthralling us with your sponsorship. All praise to the Elder Gods. And now, let's get some chills about the Mortal Coil with 15 scary things about life. Number 15. Going to sleep. Long before Freddy Krueger tried to kill us in our own dreams, the fear of being unconscious haunted primal man. Many predators were nocturnal, so this could be a matter of life and death. But the scariest part about going to sleep is that it represents the end of a day that will never come again, a period at the end of a sentence you can never rewrite. Number 14. Waking up. Some philosophers postulate that we go to sleep as one person and wake up as another, having been in a period of limbo between those two times. How confident are you that you are the same person you were yesterday? If your conscious mind represents your identity and that consciousness has been turned off and back on, has your very identity changed? Are we but walking husks being controlled by an ever-changing pilot? Number 13. Money. If you think about it, accounting for our personal wealth in terms of small pieces of paper and metal we assign value based only on the goods and services they can buy reduces our very humanity to a number determining our worth in society at large. And that's pretty messed up, right? Anyway, don't forget to check out our merch store. We have new Chillzy hoodie designs just in time for tax season. Number 12. Work. Every day we trade our labor away for small pieces of paper simply so we can continue living. This work is often hollow and unsatisfying, reducing our very existence to a series of pointless activities built only to fuel further need to continue doing this unsatisfying labor. At what point do we as individuals start to become the work that we do? If that work is shallow and pointless, does that mean we become shallow and pointless by extension? Number 11. People. Jean-Paul Sartre once said, "Hell is other people." In many ways, this is metaphorical, but we can forgive him. Much of our value in society is based on what other people think of us. This is an unavoidable truth that we must acknowledge. No man is an island, although this is also a metaphor. Since people are imperfect and such imperfect beings are tasked with assigning value to us as individuals who are also imperfect, your standing in the world is mostly a game of chance, where at any time you could become shunned, shamed, exiled, ignored, condemned, bullied, ridiculed, or sold a timeshare. Basically, Sartre was saying, people suck. A lot. Number 10. Food. While food can be delicious, such as the fine corn puffs from today's sponsor, Amazeballs, it can also be quite scary. We must continually find satiation only to require further sustenance after mere hours. This endless cycle must be maintained or we shall perish. The pangs of hunger are among the most agonizing humans can feel. A lack of food may reveal the fragile veil of humanity we place on ourselves, so we must keep feeding to keep our darker nature at bay. To what lengths will we go to satisfy our primal urge to feed? On that note, what do you get the munchies for? Leave a comment down below. Number 9. Love. Finding love may be one of the greatest experiences in life, but it can also be one of the scariest. Love, like all things, is fleeting. To love something is to accept that at some point it will be lost. Such a thing is inevitable and heartbreaking. Perhaps we are doomed to be left in constant anguish as we feel our soul ripped in twain, only to knit it back together for it to be torn apart once again. Big shout out to Madison to the Max for inspiring this scary topic after she ran off with her new boyfriend. He sounds like a tool. Number 8. Goals. In a constant struggle to get ahead in our lives, we will give ourselves ambitious goals. What we are willing to do to accomplish them relies on sacrifice and pushing beyond our limits. If you achieve your goals, you will simply replace them with even more challenging ones until you ultimately fail. Your limitations of being human are then revealed as you confront the impossibilities before you. Eventual acceptance of failure would mean a resignation to mediocrity. However, a continual push to succeed may break us even further. Number 7. Air. The simple act of breathing seems as natural as breathing. That is, until you no longer can. The longest a person has ever held their breath is 24 minutes, but the average person can only go a couple minutes without breathing. Air is life. We can't breathe anything else. What if you ran out of air? How quickly we would realize the thin veil between life and death. What would you do in those final minutes? Let us know in the comments down below. Number 6. Fun. Even fun can be scary. I'm not talking about a haunted house or bear petting zoo. Whether you are playing a board game, watching sports, or hiking in the woods, the inevitable feeling of the fleeting nature of enjoyment will soon descend upon you. This triviality only seeks to highlight the meaninglessness in our own lives, the lack of substance we feel in existence. The man hit the ball really hard, but does that give him self-worth? Did we gain understanding of ourselves from that experience? Survey says no. But hey, if watching videos like this is fun for you, why not subscribe to the channel? We all love it when the numbers go up, although that love is fleeting. Number 5. Technology. As processors become smaller and faster, we live more of our lives online. Human contact is less important or necessary now than ever before because technology allows us to distance ourselves from others. We form parasocial relationships where we build our world around people that do not even know we exist. We can isolate ourselves away from the world in almost every way. We will have long conversations on our phones with people we never met while our friends sit beside us doing the same thing. We live in the virtual, a cold, untouchable, unfeeling place, slowly turning us into the same machines we built. And as technology becomes more prevalent, humans will wonder if we even have function in this civilization anymore. Oh, and don't forget to ring the bell because the algorithm deems it necessary. Number 4. Earth. The planet we are on is fragile and beautiful, but also deadly and will try to kill you. While humans are trying our hardest to kill it first, the fury of Mother Nature is nothing to be trifled with. Floods, storms, hurricanes, volcanoes, hippos, heat, cold, lightning. Mankind can only control the power of nature so much before we or it breaks. This fragile balance places us at the forefront as stewards of Earth, yet what kind of stewards will we be? If we destroy our planet, does that speak to our failures as a species? Were we ever truly worthy of this hostile yet precious haven? #blessed. Number 3. Identity. Who are you really? Apart from another person, what makes you special? What mark do you seek to make on the world? What legacy do you care to leave? Well, it probably does not matter, as our quest for personal fulfillment is a pursuit to break away from the confines of the world you were born into. But your personal identity is inevitably informed by that world you wish to move past, so can real progress ever happen? Any personal advancement outside of the self becomes an attempt to make others see you how you want to be seen. How much of your identity is really you, and not just your parents in a younger body? I finally understand Freaky Friday. Number 2. Spice. When Carl Sagan talked about the pale blue dot, which is Earth, he explained that the greatest and worst among us, the biggest and best of our accomplishments, were but motes of dust in the infinitesimal expanse of the universe. The entire history of the world and everything we do on it would not even be witnessed by a creature observing the whole of space. Even our magnum opus would be on a scale so small that the grand design would barely bat an eyelash at our greatest work, and would sweep it under the rug of history as soon as our short time here comes to an end. Number 1. Time. You just spent time out of your day watching this video. That is time you will never get back. Even as I speak these words and you watch pensively on the other side of the screen, realize that these seconds of your life are non-refundable. There is no pause button. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Your life shall always be monopolized by the continuous ticking of a clock that will only stop at the end of all things. And as our empires crumble and bodies turn to dust, a thought may linger still. Were we but a passing dream in an infinite sea of nothing? Well, we had a lot of fun on the show today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more videos like this. Just keep watching. Never stop. If you ever stop, the hollow feelings will return. That would suck, right? Bye for now, and maybe forever. Who really knows? This is the darkest video.